Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NXT. This is WWE 2K24 Universe Mode, episode 260. Welcome to the show, folks. We are live tonight from Syracuse, New York. As I am Callum, otherwise known as the KO King. Welcome to KO Productions and welcome to NXT, where as always we have an action-packed night in store for each and every one of you here this evening. So let's not waste any further time and get straight into the action. Here we go, folks. Let's get to work. And tonight we're kicking off with tag team action to determine the number one contenders for the NXT tag team titles for next week. To face the Hurt Businesses, Wesley and Cedric Alexander for the tag team gold, as next week's going to be decked out in all championship matches on NXT.
Contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 472 pounds, Tony D'Angelo and Channing Stacks Lorenzo, the D'Angelo family.
D'Angelo family, then, ladies and gentlemen, the last time they had an NXT tag team title opportunity came to a losing effort against Imperium. With Big Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci, of course, them two no longer a thing, as Giovanni Vinci got booted out of the group. Gunther and Kaiser now a part of the Monday Night Raw roster, as Gunther made his debut a number of weeks ago following an incredible showing in the men's Royal Rumble matchup. Entered at number 2, got 6 eliminations before finally being eliminated by the phenomenal AJ Styles. But taking on the D'Angelo family here tonight in this number one contender match for the tag team titles, it is the Scottish boys themselves, Gallus, accompanied to the ring by their leader Joe Coffey.
Accompanied by Joe Coffey at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Mark Coffey and Wolfgang Gallus.
Will the Gallus boys be on top here tonight on Monday, or not Monday Night Raw, on NXT Tuesday night NXT tonight? It's going to be a fun contest, man. Fun tag team action tonight. As I mentioned, next week, all matches will be championship affairs on NXT. The women's title on the line, the NXT title on the line, the North American title on the line, and the tag team titles all going to be on the line. Next week on NXT, we're running it back. Title Tuesday 2 coming your way next week on the white and gold brand. But first and foremost, we need to find out first who's going to be facing the tag team champions, the Hurt Business, Wesley and Cedric Alexander. As you got to imagine, them two men are looking on very closely in the backstage area to see who they'll face next week in defending their tag team titles against here in this one. Let's find out, man. Tony D'Angelo and Mark Coffey going to start it off as NXT official words of power. Ring the bell. Here we go. Match up. It's underway. And look at that from Mark Coffey. Their nice European uppercut by the Glasgow boy himself. Elbow right in the top of the head from the Gallus boy. Now Tony D'Angelo runs and went for a clothesline. A German suplex by Mark Coffey. Nice reversal there. Doesn't want a cup of tea. He wants a cup of coffee. And Mark again, another German suplex release style. Connecting on Tony D'Angelo. Coffee all over him in the early goings of this one. Stomping away there is Mark. And Coffee got him up now. Irish whip sends him into the corner. Big shot, no elbow there by Tony D'Angelo. And now Tony D runs in, massive elbow there. Wolfie getting knocked off the apron. There's Joe Coffey getting the apron. And a German suplex again by Mark. Dropping down Tony D'Angelo once again. This tag team action. Gallus have never gotten an NXT tag team title opportunity. Perhaps they can earn themselves a spot here tonight. Tag made, double team action now. Wolfgang legal. Here comes the big man Wolfie. Big double team hip toss. Elbow dropping a double nip up there by the Gallus boys. Wolfgang now runs in, went for something on Tony D. Nice kick caught by D'Angelo. D'Angelo booting to the knee, and a clothesline. Down goes Wolfgang. And Tony D'Angelo all over him here. Irish whip going to send him out of the D'Angelo corner. Tag made. Then comes Channing Stacks Lorenzo. No bag. Elbow there by Wolfgang. And it went for a shot on D'Angelo, but Shannon caught him. Nice drop kick to the back by Lorenzo. Tony the nice shot. Drop kick again. No missing at that time. Nice elbow by Wolfie. Wolfie went for Sutton. Stacks caught him. No. Back and forth action. And Wolfie with a European uppercut. No. Stacks to his feet. Clothesline. Caught Wolfie. Yes. Tail. Gallus all over the D'Angelo family. And nearly going into this matchup tonight. Look at this. Stacks fighting right back. Baseball bat set in the ring by Joe Coffey. Rod's the para going to get rid of that. And a Wolfgang picks him up. No, went for something. Counter back and forth. Wolfie catching sick. My days. Wolfgang on fire. Shannon Stacks is terrified. And Wolfie another massive knee. This time caught him right in the temple. Wolfgang on fire again, man. Tag made. Back in comes Mark Coffey. Wolfie's heading off. Tag made. Here comes Tony D'Angelo. Stacks also heading off. Big boot to the knee by Mark Coffey. On Tony Days, we're back to the original two men that started off this contest. Back body drop by Mark Coffey. Went for Stacks. Stacks caught him on the knee. And then Mark Coffey again. This time they'll knock him down. And then Mark Coffey. Middle rope. Tag team title opportunity. Hanging on the balance. Splash from the middle rope. Cover now. Shooting the half. Shoulders down. Gallus boys. To be number one contenders. Took it on Tony and a kick out. Very weak and lazy kick out by D'Angelo. Doesn't seem like he's got a lot left here in the tank. But right now, it's Mark Coffey. Double axe handle the lower back of Tony D'Angelo. Tony D in trouble there, man. But now Shannon Stacks looks on. Tony D getting his ass kicked. Nice knee. Tony got him with a nice elbow. That's what he needed. Tag made. Stacks back in. And Stacks going to take it to Mark Coffey, but he missed that clothesline. Mark Coffey going to stop on his tracks, and Mark Coffey, overhand shot there, connecting. What's Mark going to make? Elbow drop over in the way of Stacks. And an elbow now by Stacks now. Flies in on Mark. Another one connecting. There's Wolfie. Really wanted the tag in there. Oh, there's Tony D. Went for a cheap shot and a bulldog by Mark Coffey on Stacks nonetheless. Nice boot counter by Stacks. Forearm, no counter. Nice German again. Mark Coffey on fire, man. Picking him up in the tag team contest. Gallus boys for the number one contendership. Down goes Shannon Stacks. Nice maneuver coming out. Leg hook, shoulders down. And there's Tony D making the save for the counter one. Tony D wants him and his boy Stacks to get the tag team titles for the family. It will be for the betterment of the family. But look at this right now. Mark Coffey, back suplex in the hardest part of the ring. On Tony D'Angelo, but here comes Stacks Tope. No! Didn't connect. Mark Coffey way out of bounds. And it's Gallus that are on fire here in this one. Mark going in the ring. Tag made. Wolfgang legal. Look at that forearm. Down goes Mark and he's catching Wolfie as well. Went for a clothesline on Mark Coffey, but Mark able to move out of the way. Wolfie's legal. Better watch out for Wolfgang. He keeps turning his attention to Mark Coffey. Wolfie, massive shot to the face. Caught him right in the temple. Wolfgang again just showboating here, but the crowd here tonight in Syracuse, New York, really wanting Tony to be tagged in, and here comes D'Angelo. Ah, clothesline though. D'Angelo and Stacks, I believe, both from New York. So clearly getting the home field advantage tonight. And clearly getting the love from the crowd. Tony D connecting there. Northern Lights suplex on Wolfgang. Cover, 2 count, kick out by Wolfie. This matchup continues now. Tony D'Angelo, nice shots on Wolfgang there. Now look at that from Tony D'Angelo. Back and forth action here. Tag made. Sends it out of the corner. Double team offense. Back in comes Stacks. Got him right in the midsection now. And Shannon Stacks looking in on Wolfgang. But there's Wolfie. Big forearms. Look at that pickup. Oh my. And down goes Shannon Stacks. He got lifted so high up into the air. And then Wolfgang picks him up again. Just going to slam him down again. Nice sidewalk slam. Sidewalk savant there. As down goes Tony D. Wolfie heading up to the top rope. Oh god, big man's going to fly here. Man for a splash, moving the way of Stacks. Stacks needed to move out the way of that one. And a European uppercut now. Down goes Wolfie. European uppercut on the European. And now a forearm. Stacks off the ropes. Big boot to the moosh. Cover. Tony D and Stacks. The family get the shot. No, there's Mark Coffey making the save. Stack's not happy there with Mark Coffey. Elbow drop in the mat because he hates the mat. John Cena ain't in this match, Stacks. What you doing, boy? Look at Shannon Stacks picking up Wolfie once more. Irish Whip going to send him off the ropes. Big boot, no caught. Wolfgang now. Spin! God damn! Oh, Stacks could be splitting half of that one. Cover. 2 count. Gallus, boys, no kick out. Tony D had faith in his boy there. Able to kick out. This one rolls on as Stacks rolls to the outside. Wolfie looking to fly to the base. So is Cena. Able to connect. Taking out Stacks on the floor here. Big tag team action, man. Is Wolfgang going to send Shannon Stacks back into the center of the ring. Tag made, and comes Mark Coffey once more. And Coffey now. Down goes Shannon Stacks, Lorenzo. Double team offense. No, nice forearm there. Nice knee as well. Kitchen sink European uppercut by Stacks. Stacks now back in on Mark Coffey. Irish Whip in the corner. Back to the original 2-minute list matchup. Tag made. Tony the illegal double team offense here. Bada bang. Bada boom. Connecting by the family. Cover. Tony the illegal. This could do it here. The family. They got a title opportunity to break it up at the counter to his Wolfgang. Very close. The family almost getting the tag title opportunity against the Hurt Business next week. And the Hurt Business is going to be looking in very closely here in this matchup. Going to be very invested to see who they'll face with the tag team goal. X-Click by D'Angelo on Mark Coffey. Cover. Leg hook shoulders down. Scores 2. Mark again able to power up. My lord. What action tonight. Tag team battle. Mark Coffey sitting out Tony D'Angelo now. Going right after the back and Mark Coffey and an elbow drop by Mark. Needs to make the tag, but Tony not allowing it to happen. Not even a little bit. Tony D'Angelo, Irish Whip going to send Mark Coffey into the corner. Oh god, we're going to get some flying action as these two men going to go up to the tippy top rope. A curious position for both of these superstars. Tony D'Angelo now. Superplex connected. Beautiful superplex. Well, that sealed the deal. D'Angelo family be #1 contenders. 2 going on Mark Coffey and another near fall. Still to come tonight, we're going to see the #1 contender for the NXT title, Keith Lee, taking on Trick Williams with Carmelo Hayes, the NXT champion, of course. And his corner, we're also going to see the Cruiserweight title on the line. Dirty Dominic Mysterio defending against Nathan Frazier. And Lyra Valkyria, the NXT Women's Champion, will be in action in her next contest, taking on Chelsea Green in non-title action, preparing for her triple threat NXT title matchup next week on NXT, as she defends against not just Rhea Ripley, the woman she won the title from, but also Tiffany Stratton as well. That's coming up next week on NXT. But tag made in comes Wolfgang, double team offense here from the Gallus boys to get the #1 contendership opportunity. Look at that. Fireman's carry, swinging neck breaker combination. Coming out of Shannon Stacks, making the save before the referee runs a panna. Can't even get his hand on the mat for the counter one. But now Wolfie, top rope to put Tony D down the pastures. New heel, sword top bomb. But the big man, 250 pounds coming off the top rope. Flattening D'Angelo, but somehow Tony D kicking out. And the Hurt Business is going to be loving this. D'Angelo kicking out of 2 big massive maneuvers. Well, technically didn't kick out of the first one. Stack saved them, a tag made back in. Comes Mark Coffey. And Mark went for a shot, got him right in the midsection. Nice knee there. And caught him D'Angelo. Shot in the midsection of his own. Tony D now picking up Mark Coffey and slams him down to the mat now. Tony D and Stacks. Taking the opportunity. Wolfie comes in, goes back out. Don't know why that one's kicked us over. Wolfie with a crucial mistake. Why did you not break it up, man? Well, nonetheless, there you have it. The D'Angelo family, the #1 contenders for the NXT Tag Team titles. They will face the Hurt Business next week on NXT for the NXT Tag Team titles. And Wesley and Cedric Alexander second defense of the Tag Team Gold. Can't wait for that one. Going to be a fun one, but what a great way to kick us off. What a great tag team match and what a great win for the D'Angelo family, who move one step closer to becoming the new NXT Tag Team Champions. It's all about the family. It's all about the business. And next week, it could be all about the NXT Tag Team Championships. What a great way to kick it off live from Syracuse, New York tonight on NXT. But as we mentioned moments ago, folks, coming up later on tonight, ahead of the NXT title matchup next week between Keith Lee and Carmelo Hayes. Lee battles Trick Williams tonight in your main event of the evening. Gonna be a fun one on the white and gold brand. But coming up next, Chelsea Green got a huge opportunity in non-title action as she battles the NXT champion Lyra Valkyria. It's going to be a great matchup tonight. Green Valkyria next when we come back from Syracuse, New York on NXT. And we're back live on the white and gold brand as there you see Chelsea Green, or should I say Chelsea Green, making her way to the ring. Getting showered and boos, but tonight she has a huge opportunity to knock off the NXT champion, or NXT Women's Champion rather, and non-title action as last week we had a number one contendership matchup between Rhea Ripley and Tiffany Stratton to see who will face Lyra Valkyria next week on NXT for the NXT Championship. But it was a double count out. So therefore, both women going to be getting the opportunity, and they're both going to get it next week in a triple threat match, which is hands down Lyra's toughest test today as NXT Women's Champion. She's already beat Rhea for the gold. She's beat her to the retainer as well. She's beat Raquel Rodriguez to retain. Her third defense comes next week.
The NXT Women's Champion, Lyra Valkyria.
But before we get to next week, we're going to get past tonight. Is that woman there, Lyra Valkyria, the NXT Women's Champion? Going to put it all on the line here tonight. In a big matchup with Chelsea Green. If Chelsea beats Lyra tonight, that will be huge and certainly set her up for a championship opportunity in the future. Following the triple threat matchup next week for the NXT Women's Championship. Next week's edition of NXT is Pac-Man. We know the Hurt Business defended against the Angelo family. Lyra's defended against Tiffany and Rhea. Carmelo Hayes defending against Keith Lee for the NXT title, and Austin Theory will be hosting an open challenge for the NXT North American Championship as well. All that, so much more going down next week on NXT, folks. We'll get to it a little bit later on as well, but right now, Lyra Valkyria, Chelsea Green, one-on-one. Rod Zapata rings the bell. Here we go. Matchup is underway. Chelsea going right after the champion. She knows that this is a huge opportunity to break through the glass ceiling here on the white and gold brand, and this is her chance to do so. Missing that Enziguri there was Lyra Valkyria. Another challenger, Chelsea get the center of the corner. First drop flop by Lyra, nicely done. Lyra now crossbody and a cover now. Leg hook shoulders down, but let's be already here. Only enough for a 1 count. Kicked out, powerful one at that by Chelsea Green. Well, went for something there, was Lyra Valkyria. Chelsea caught her with a knee. And now Chelsea Green admiring her handiwork here tonight. But there's Lyra with an Enziguri. Right at the top of the head, Lyra Valkyria won the NXT Women's Championship back at the Evolution Premium Live event, the All-Women's PLE. In the opening contest, defeating Rhea Ripley, dethroning Rhea, and stopping her 308-day championship reign just there. But there's Lyra Valkyria now. Tope crossbody to the outside of the ring, taking out Chelsea, but Chelsea now with a bulldog on the outside, taking out Lyra Valkyria, now comes back into the ring. And now here comes Lyra back in, went for a flying clothesline in the back, and now Chelsea Green shoulders down here, backslide, for the win here against Lyra, no, only a 1. Man, oh man. And now went for an Enziguri there and caught her. Beautiful Enzi. Lyra Valkyria, loving that Enziguri, she's loving that Northern Lights suplex for the bridge as well. Down goes Chelsea Green, and if you guys are enjoying this WWE 2K24 Universe Mode series, folks, make sure you leave a like for me and subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on them post notifications so you don't miss any more. And that's fantastic WWE 2K24 Universe Mode series. And if you feel like there's something I can improve on within this series, please don't be shy and let me know down in the comments sections down below, folks. I'm always open to constructive criticism. It helps me grow as a person, helps this channel grow, and helps us grow as a community as well, folks. But here's Lyra Valkyria, went for a standing moonsault. Green able to move out of the way of it. And now Chelsea went for the knee, countered by Lyra this time, went for a clothesline, countered by Green, went for a shot, countered by Lyra, smack Enziguri rolls through, back and forth. Chelsea Green, face first, down goes Lyra. Green able to get the better of it. Now middle rope, Chelsea Green, blockbuster by the Hot Mess. Cover now, shoulders down, Green for the win on the Green Regime, and a kicked out by Lyra Valkyria. That's what she calls it, folks, the Green Regime here on NXT. Rough Rider, shades of her husband, the Long Island NXT Zack Ryder, also known as Matt Cardona, but a kick out there by Lyra before the referee could even get his hand on one. Just burying your man's finishing move there, Chelsea. How are you gonna take that? Oh, well, there's Lyra now, and Enziguri again getting the connection. Getting exactly what she needed there. Nice Andy kick up now. Massive axe kick and an Zaguri. Incredible combination offense by Lyra Valkyria. Top rope elbow drop now by the NXT Women's Champion. Cover on green. Leg hook shoulders down. 2 count, not over yet. Being able to power out. Match up not done yet. Not by a long shot. Lyra now, second time match. Look at her try it. Went for the moonsault. Green able to move out the way again. Second time asking. Forearm counter. Lyra again with that enziguri. And Lyra with an elbow drop to the lower back. And this time, third time, will it be the charm? Yes, it will. There's that standing moonsault by Valkyria. And now stomp. Right in the arm. Lyra now. Look at this. Incredible. Gut wrench powerbomb cover. 2 count for the victory. No, not over yet. Beautiful gut wrench powerbomb by Lyra. But not enough to put down Chelsea Green in this competitive battle tonight on NXT. But Lyra clearly got the fans behind her tonight in Syracuse, New York. What action it has been this evening. What action it has been this week thus far. Last night on Monday Night Raw was an incredible night. And tonight, certainly no different. Chelsea Green comes in from behind on Lyra Valkyria. Big kick caught her. Kick on the leg, got on the hammy. Chelsea Green, Lyra Valkyria, back and forth action here. As now Lyra gets caught from Chelsea. Oh, rake of the eyes, went for the knee. Lyra, drop kick, caught her face first off the middle turnbuckle now. Or the bottom turnbuckle. But there's Chelsea Green with a boot up. Chelsea Green firing back. Green now, big kick, big shot. No, caught the leg as Lyra swings around. Valkyria went for a kick counter there. Chelsea Green, shoulders down. Green now for the win, no! Kicked immediately by Lyra again, and Lyra, another indie kick, kept up, big shot there, axe kick to the top of the head, kick to the leg now, incredible combination. Lyra rolls through, pinning, pinfall, got her here, pinning combination, 2 good on Chelsea, kick out. Oh man, and Chelsea, oh, both women looking for something big, but there's Chelsea Rough Rider! Second time match hitting the Rough Rider. Back up to middle rope. Second time of the match hitting the Blockbuster now. It's Chelsea Green on fire now. Chelsea Green trying to get a flurry of offense in this contest. Big kick again caught. Kick to the hammy by Lyra. Missing the enziguri. It's Chelsea Green going to drop her down by her hair. Chelsea Green all over Lyra Valkyria now in this one. And it was Chelsea Green. Kick to the midsection. Big shots now. And a kick again in the midsection. And Lyra Valkyria missing the mark that time. And here's Chelsea Green with a big shot. Big haymaker. Back and forth action between these two superstars live tonight in the white and gold brand. Trading blows, trading shots. Who is going to get the upper hand? Chelsea Green, massive shot there. As we get a slugfest on deck, this tonight is what the crowd here this evening in Syracuse, New York, hate to see. These two women beating the absolute living hell out of one another. Non-title matchup, but it means the world to Chelsea Green and could certainly put her in contention to a potential matchup for the gold eventually. Chelsea nice enziguri there, able to knock down Lyra Valkyria. Chelsea now picking up Lyra. To a vertical base, kick to the midsection now. Canadian Destroyer folding her like an accordion. Covered by Green for a massive upset on the NXT Women's Champion. 2 count on Lyra. Kick out, not over yet. Oh man. Chelsea Green, of course, was a part of the Women's Deadline Gauntlet match at TakeOver Deadline. Didn't do too well. She entered at number 4. Was eliminated, of course, by Raquel Rodriguez, the winner of the matchup, who eliminated every single woman in it to win, but then lost to Lyra Valkyria in the NXT Championship match following it a couple of weeks ago on NXT. Lyra went for the win there, but Chelsea kicking out, a powerful kick out. Not happy there was Lyra Valkyria because of it. Big shot from Lyra. Chelsea Green on the outside, forearm by Green. Gonna come back into the ring now is Chelsea. The hot mess, top rope, Lyra right there, drop kick by Chelsea Green, got her right where she wanted her. Chelsea Green on fire here. Gonna pick up Lyra. No, kick caught, got on the elbow, missing that shot. Now Chelsea Green, oh, massive forearm there. Shot turns around. Oh, I'm prettier now. Oh, the I'm prettier, as Chelsea likes to call it. Cover now. Chelsea Green. Leg hook shooter down the chop. Massive upset in the making. 2 count takeout by Lyra as this one continues. We're back live on NXT. Chelsea Green. Tope. Crossbody on Lyra Valkyria. These two women battling now on the outside of the ring here. Much like the matchup between Rhea Ripley and Tiffany Stratton last time out on NXT. But it ended on the outside. This time these two women coming back out of the ring looking to end it on the inside. It's Lyra Valkyria now. Kick to the midsection. Hooks around. Oh my! Fisherman Buster dropping Chelsea in the top of her head. Cover. Lyra for the victory here. Shoulders down. Scoring 2 and a kick out. Man. Lyra Valkyria almost had her. But Lyra heading up to the top, looking to put her away this time. Off that Fisherman Buster. Frog splash now by Lyra. That should do it, Valkyria. To send the message to both Ripley and Stratton for the title match next week. But Chelsea again able to kick out. What the hell she made of, man. But one more big shot may be all it takes for Lyra to get the win. Picks her up. The move that won on the NXT Women's title in the first place. They win by Valkyria. That'll do it. Shoulders down. Beautiful pinning predicament. Scoring 2. She got her. Lyra Valkyria victorious. The NXT Women's Champion reigns supreme tonight on the white and gold brand from Syracuse, New York. And that is message sent to Rhea Ripley and Tiffany Stratton with the NXT Women's title going to be on the line next week in that matchup, which is set to be nothing more than incredible and exciting. Cannot wait for that battle next week on NXT. But what I went for Lyra tonight on the white and gold brand, getting past Chelsea Green, but will she be 100% going into next week's title defense? Her third defense of her NXT Championship. Of course, she wants to hold it in to stand and deliver the NXT equivalent of WrestleMania. She wants to do it at that takeover event. She wants to hold it right into the road to WrestleMania season. Lyra Valkyria is certainly on the right track. Will she get the win next week? Time will tell. We are going to have to wait and see. But a massive win nonetheless tonight on NXT. But coming up next, folks, your penultimate contest of the evening. Set to take shape, the Cruiserweight title. On the line is Nathan Frazier representing Fraxium, getting the opportunity tonight to take the gold away from Dirty Dominic Mysterio. It's next live on NXT.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the NXT Cruiserweight Championship.
Here we go, man. This is going to be a hell of a contest and an exciting battle. As the man that never slows down is going to take Dirty Dom to his limit and going to try and tire him out as only he knows how. Accompanied by his tag team partner Axiom, representing Fraxium, it's Nathan Frazier, of course. And this is interesting, folks, because Dirty Dominic Mysterio earned the #1 contendership opportunity for the Cruiserweight title by defeating that man right there, Axiom. And of course, he would go on to take over Deadline, to dethrone the champion Santos Escobar, ending his championship reign and becoming the new NXT Cruiserweight Champion. He's also a former North American Champion. Now he's the current Cruiserweight Champion. He beat Axiom to get the opportunity for the Cruiserweight title. And now tonight, Nathan Frazier stepping up to Dirty Dominic Mysterio on Dom's second defense as the NXT Cruiserweight Champion as he gets booed out of the building as always. Here tonight live in Syracuse, New York. Dirty Dom, the Cruiserweight Champ, has arrived here tonight on NXT on the white and gold brand. Gonna be an awesome matchup tonight. Santos Escobar already fell short of reclaiming his Cruiserweight title to Dirty Dom a couple of weeks ago. Tonight, Frazier steps up next. Gonna be a fun contest. Don't go anywhere. Here we go, folks. The crowd very excited for this one, as am I. Is that right there is what they're fighting for? The beautiful, prestigious and coveted NXT Cruiserweight Championship of the world. Let's head to the ring now with the official ring introductions from Alicia Taylor.
Challenger from Jersey, the Channel Islands, weighing in at 182 pounds, Nathan Frazier. And his opponent from San Diego, California, weighing in at 200 pounds, the NXT Cruiserweight Champion, Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
Thank you, Alicia. Incredible introductions, as always. As this one I can see very much stealing the show tonight in Syracuse, New York. Cruiserweight title on the line. Of course, title Tuesday 2 coming up next week. Dirty Dom not going to be putting that on the line next week, but he certainly will be doing so tonight against Nathan Frazier of Fraxium. So here we go, man. It's going to be awesome, man. Here we go. Referee Woods have had a holding up the NXT Cruiserweight title and having Nathan Frazier get a look at what he could be walking up with here tonight. The epitome of the Cruiserweights certainly is Nathan Frazier. Let's see if he can dethrone Dominic's second offense. That's Cruiserweight champ. Bell's been wrong. Here we go. Match up on the way. Cruiserweight title on the line tonight. Alright, Dom going straight for Nathan Frazier here. And now Dominic Mysterio. Nice Michinoku code driver on Frazier. Drop him down. Now going to show that Cruiserweight ability. Went for that springboard moonsault from middle rope. Moving it the way there's Frazier. And a standing moonsault with a challenger connecting on Dom. Coverley Cookshaw is down for the title already. 1 count kick out. And the champion Mysterio. Goes Dirty Dom in real life. Dom 2 belts. Now the new AAA Mega Champion. As well as the Intercontinental Champion. Nathan Frazier taking it to Dirty Dominic Mysterio and looking to fly to the outside. Here goes Nathan Frazier. Never slow down. Dom out of bounds though, however. Again out of bounds. Getting back in the apron. Frazier taking him down again. Nathan Frazier ain't going to stop until he flies, and now he does. Tope Con Halo taking out Dirty Dom on the outside. This is what the Cruiserweight division is all about, ladies and gentlemen. And Nathan Frazier face first off the ring post goes Dirty Dom here. And they're battling the outside now. Nathan Frazier throwing him around the ringside area. Count of 5 here, count of 6 now. Don't want a double count out scenario like the women's matchup last week. It's Dirty Dom hitting the apron very hard there. And then Nathan Frazier sling blade. Count of 8. Frazier back into the ring. And now Dirty Dom comes back in himself before the count of 9. And now Mysterio with a drop kick down goes Nathan Frazier. Dominic Mysterio wants to regain control here. And a swinging neck breaker. Slow down the pace of this matchup. Smart strategy by the champion. Cruiserweight champion doesn't mean you always have to fly around the ring and go 100 miles an hour. That's Nathan Frazier's pace. So Dominic Mysterio wants to slow down that pace and give him a better chance of surviving this matchup and retaining his Cruiserweight title tonight. It's a very smart strategy by the veteran Dominic Mysterio. Now Nathan Frazier makes the elbow, picks him up. Look at that German suplex with a bridge. Cover for the title. 2 count on Dominic kick out. Almost had the Cruiserweight title there off that German suplex. Not enough just yet as Nathan Frazier. Now swip and send him. And a corner knife fist shot there by Frazier. Oh God, Nathan Frazier. And Dirty Dom on the tippy top rope. I feel like Frazier's going to be pulling out something incredible here, and he does. Unreal. Almost like a Spanish fly, but a fall-away moonsault. Off the middle rope and a standing shooting star press twice. Cover. 1 count. Kicked out by Dom at 1. After all that, unbelievable scenes by the Cruiserweight champion tonight. And Nathan Frazier and Axiom gonna get some words of encouragement for his tag team partner, but you gotta keep your foot on the gas pedal. You can't let Dirty Dom recuperate. That's exactly what Dirty Dom done. But back and forth action. Who's going to get the upper hand? It's Dom. It's Frazier. Nathan Frazier going to drop him down. Nathan went for an inside away. Dirty Dom right there. Out of the corner. Oh, went for a tornado DDT. Nathan Frazier able to catch him. Frazier drop kick. No, sputtered away. Dirty Dom at the corner. Insult. No. Frazier swats him away. Elbow dropping. Nothing is Frazier, but they're certainly getting the leg there. But now Dom getting up and out. Dom. Not right. Back. Down. Frazier, moonsault by the challenger. Cover again. Nathan Frazier is a thing of beauty, man. He's something special, and he almost became the new NXT Cruiserweight champion right there. Stomping away on Dirty Dom is Nathan Frazier. Stomp after stomp, but there's Dirty Dom and Dom running in with a neck breaker on Nathan Frazier here. And there you go, slow down the pace, going right after the eyes of Nathan Frazier. Damn, an elbow drop in the top of the head. Dirty Dom now picking him up to a vertical base. Super kick to the midsection of Nathan Frazier. Now stomping right on that midsection. They give him a rib injury there. Smart strategy from Dom. And now there it is. There's that moonsault finally connecting Nathan Fraser on the outside of the ring now trying to catch a breather. But Dirty Dom not going to let him. And he's going to show what the Cruiserweight Champ's all about. Tope suicide, my dog. There goes Fraser on the outside, hitting hard, man. Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Gonna send Nathan Fraser back into the ring, to the middle of the ring. Squared circle. Goes Fraser. Dirty Dom flies in again. This time Fraser moves out of harm's way. And then Nathan Fraser with a drop kick. Nathan Fraser for the Cruiserweight title. This could be his moment. That's some shots, knife first chops. Nathan Fraser got him against that corner. What's Fraser got in mind here? On a massive knee, down goes Dirty Dom. And he's springing right up to that top rope, not even needing the climb. Here goes Fraser, another slow down, frog splash. Incredible cover for the Cruiserweight title. 2 count on Dom kicker. Yeah, Dom's not going to go down to his own move. Cruiserweight title on the line. Dirty Dom almost got beaten in his own game. But now Nathan Fraser, tippy top rope now, looking for something huge. Swanton bomb, no, moving out the way is Dirty Dominic Mysterio. And now Dirty Dom, pick it up, Fraser. Oh God, Fraser does not want to be there. And now suplex by Dom, another one. And now paying homage to who he believes to be his real father, rubbing salt in the wound there. And the three amigos. Shades of Eddie Guerrero. Top rope, Dom to steal the deal. Frog splash for the title. Leg hook, shoulder down and retain. 2 count on Fraser. No! Somehow Fraser able to get that shoulder off the canvas, and this one rolls on still. Live tonight on NXT. Cruiserweight title on the line. Dom is absolutely pissed. Can't believe Fraser keeps surviving underneath him. Fraser now. Massive shot there. Dirty Dom connecting. And now back and forth action. Trading blows, trading shots here. Blow for blow, shot for shot. These two men go. And the slugfest is on deck tonight. Here this evening in Syracuse, New York. Nathan Fraser, super kick, down goes Dirty Dom. And now Dirty Dom in the corner. Trying to catch a breather. There's Nathan Fraser here. Massive forearm shot. Nathan Fraser so close to becoming the NXT Cruiserweight Champion. One more move and it may be a reality. As his tag team partner Axiom cheering him on the outside. Here's Nathan Fraser. Rolls through. Incredible agility by Fraser. Superplex on Mysterio. Rolls through. Turn call for the Cruiserweight title. Leg hook. Shoulders down. Fraser upset. 2 count. Dom kicks out. My God, what action. Oh man. And now Dirty Dom rolling to the outside on the apron. Trying to once again catch a breather against Nathan Fraser. But there's Fraser now. They're going to set on the outside of the ring there. Nathan Fraser on fire, man. Look at him just running the ropes. Man is absolutely crazy. He's a man possessed. But now Dirty Dom comes back into the ring. Nathan Fraser showing out. But wait a minute. Crucifix pin. Dirty Dom to steal one. To retain the title. Not like this. Dirty Dom at the back door. Almost got him. But a kick out by Nathan Fraser. And then there's Mysterio. No shot blocked. Dominic knife edge chop. Big shot connecting. Dominic no blocked again by Nathan Fraser. Knife edge chop by Dom. Big forearm by Dom. And then Mysterio again with a swinging neck breaker by the champion. And out of the corner. A metal rope and a splash. by Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Axiom looking on, not really liking the scenes here, as Nathan Fraser could be putting away right here. Here goes Dom, down and up, 619. Nicely done by the Cruiserweight Champion, Dirty Dom. Slingshot, Swanton, flopping senton over the ropes, covered and retained, 2 count Fraser kicks out. It was last night on Monday Night Raw when we saw Dominic's father, Rey Mysterio, fail to capture the United States Championship against the Viper Randy Orton. Can Dirty Dom be a successful Mysterio tonight at the Cruiserweight title match with Nathan Fraser? Beautiful springboard crossbody to the outside by Dom. On Fraser there. Back into the ring. Dirty Dom pegging Fraser up to a vertical base. Massive punches right in the face of Nathan Fraser, and Dirty Dom just showing out right in front of the face of Nathan Fraser. But that's Fraser firing right back. That's what Fraser needs to do. Look at Nathan go here. Super kick, down goes Dirty Dom. Cover for the NXT Cruiserweight title. Leg hook shoulders down, massive upset here. 2 count on Dom, kick out. Man, what action. Nathan Fraser, moonsault! Back to the top, to the well once more. Fraser, second time looking for the swanton. No, and again, Tony Dom moving out the way. And now Dom, went for a springboard moonsault, but Fraser's right there. Fraser, backing up Dirty Dominic Mysterio. What's Nathan Fraser thinking here? Massive knife edges again. Look at this incredible action from Nathan Fraser. Forearm super kick, crucial part of the match as this one rolls on. Oh man, Fraser top one swanton bomb to a standing Dominic Mysterio. This is Fraser's opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, for the Cruiserweight title, but he's too busy trying to get him again. And a dragon screw leg whip for his troubles by Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Dirty Dom sending Fraser into the corner. What's Dominic thinking here? Gonna pick up Fraser. This could not be good. Could be the beginning of the end of Fraser's quest to becoming Cruiserweight champ. Superplex by Mysterio in this incredible penultimate match of the evening. Live from Syracuse, New York. Superplex there. Fraser on the outside. Slingshot splash to the floor by Dom. Unreal offense, man. And now there's Dirty Dom. Gonna send Nathan Fraser back into the ring now. Here goes Mysterio. Top rope. Cruiserweight title on the line to retain here. Frog splash. Connect. Second time of the match. That's gonna be it. Cover. Leg hook shoulders down. Scores 2. Dominic Mysterio retains the NXT Cruiserweight title. What a match though. What an incredible showing by Nathan Fraser. Take nothing away from one half of Braxium. He's had a bunch of opportunities for the Cruiserweight Championship, has Nathan Fraser. Gets the likes of Trick Williams and Ilya Dragunov, and now his third opportunity in the Cruiserweight title coming up short against Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Congratulations, Dom. He is still the Cruiserweight Champion. What an incredible matchup tonight in Syracuse, New York. You might not love him, but you've got to respect the fact he's an incredible champion, a fighting champion, a fantastic superstar inside that ring. And he's shown that, he proved that tonight with his second successful defense of his Cruiserweight Championship against Nathan Fraser. Awesome showing tonight. Congratulations, Dirty Dom, still the Cruiserweight Champ. But coming up next, folks, it's no time for your main event of the evening here tonight live on NXT as the number one contender for the NXT Championship, Keith Lee in action, taking on Trick Williams with the champ Carmelo Hayes in his corner. It's next live right now from Syracuse, New York. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Last week we saw a triple threat matchup, or last time out on NXT, because it wasn't literally last week, but last time out on NXT we saw a triple threat match to determine the number one contender for the NXT title.
Making his way to the ring from Wichita Falls, Texas, weighing in at 340 pounds, Keith Lee.
That matchup was won by this man, and it also featured Bronson Reed and Obafemi. 3 massive superstars slugging it out for the number one contendership of the NXT title on the line. And Keith Lee was able to get the win, pinning Obafemi for an emphatic spirit bomb. Tonight, Lee looks to do the exact same to Melo's good friend Trick Williams in his warm-up match ahead of the NXT Championship Showdown, which is going down next week on NXT Title Tuesday 2, live. It is gonna be a thing of beauty. Right here on the white and gold brand, of course, Keith Lee, the inaugural NXT champion, the first ever champ, won it at WrestleMania by winning the entire 16-man tournament on NXT to become the first ever NXT champion in the finals, putting down Gunther at WrestleMania. In the semi-finals at TakeOver Stand and Deliver, he actually defeated this man, the current NXT champion, Carmelo Hayes. And now, of course, he is the champion, flanked by his right-hand man and his good friend Trick Williams, looking to soften up Lee for Melo ahead of the championship showdown next week in the white and gold brand, as the Trick Melo gang has arrived in Syracuse, New York. Going to be a fun battle tonight.
Accompanied by Carmelo Hayes from Columbia, South Carolina, weighing in at 205 pounds, Rick Williams.
So you see Trick Williams then, two big beefy boys. Gonna do battle tonight. Keith Lee, Trick Williams, gonna be a hell of a showdown next week. Lee and Hayes gonna be a hell of a showdown as well. Of course, we just mentioned Lee defeated Carmelo Hayes before. Beat him in the semi-finals of the NXT Championship Tournament at TakeOver Stand and 11 before going on to WrestleMania to beat the Ring General Gunther in the finals at the NXT title tournament. Of course, Gunther, the man who beat Keith Lee for the gold, beating him at TakeOver Great American Bash back in November. And then Carmelo Hayes able to somehow knock off the Ring General Gunther by cashing in his Money in the Bank contract at the end of TakeOver Vengeance Day. After Gunther had already defeated Trick Williams in the main event to retain his NXT title, Carmelo Hayes came out, cashed in, beat Gunther, and became the new NXT champion. Since then, Hayes has already beat Gunther in a singles match up to retain it. He's beat Trick in a singles match as well, and he's also defeated Trick and Gunther in triple threat action, as well as Damian Priest. His most recent defense a couple of weeks ago after Priest won the Deadline Gauntlet for the men's side at TakeOver Deadline. One of the men he pinned in that match up to defeat that man right there, Keith Lee. But Lee and Trick, bell has been rung. Rod's a para ringing the bell. There'll be a fun one in your main event tonight. Lee and Trick one-on-one here this evening. First time ever live on the white and gold brand. Lee against the ropes there. Big elbow by the big bang. And now Keith Lee. Shoulder tackle down goes Trick Willie. Man, oh man. And look at this. Oh, there's Trick Williams now. Going to sit him down. Nice stomps there by Trick. Kick to the back of the neck. No missing the mark there. Elbow drop moving out the way. Keith Lee, big overhand shot. Trick in the corner. Don't want to be there. What is Keith Lee doing? Big boy going to fly tonight. Oh my lord. Keith Lee. Oh yes, Spanish Fly by Lee. Here's the cover. And a kick out immediately by Trick. Well, that is something. Oh my god, Hurricane Run at the big man now. And the big man pulling out all the stops is Trick. Trying to roll to the outside on the apron, trying to catch a breather. But there you see Carmelo Hayes. There's Hayes distracting Keith Lee there. Hayes distracting his opponent for next week, which may allow Trick Williams to take advantage. Top rope nicely done by Trick. Double axe handle. And now Trick just like that in control, following the distraction for Carmelo Hayes. Good teamwork there from the Trick Mello gang tonight. Now stomped by Trick. No, Keith Lee. Oh god, dragon screw leg whip there by Lee. Oh Jesus. And now Keith Lee. Trick Williams there. Oh, Trick able to now come down there. Trick in for the cover to knock off the former NXT champ, the inaugural NXT champ, the current number one contender, one count only. Kick out by Keith Lee. A drop kick, no, Lee moving out the way of that one. Lee, waist lock, got him in a headlock now, punching him right in the face. Nothing fancy, but damn sure effective. And now Keith Lee, a deadlift powerbomb on Trick Williams. And a massive elbow drop, flying in with that elbow on Trick there. Oh, Trick, oh, massive slap to the face, the chest of Keith Lee, and Keith Lee going right through him. Middle rope now, getting up there. Keith Lee, dancing around, moonsault on Trick. That may do it already. Cover Lee for the win. To send a message to Hayes, who's a ringside kick out though by Trick. Yeah, Trick Williams not going to stay down from just that. Trick has been one of the most consistent, if not the most consistent performer we have here in this NXT brand. Always in main events, but a hell of a superstar. And we mentioned Keith Lee, of course, being the inaugural NXT champion. We sometimes forget to mention the fact that Trick Williams is the inaugural NXT Cruiserweight champion. We just saw Dirty Dom there. Well, Dirty Dom, as well as Swerve Strickland, lost out to Trick Williams on NXT Stand and Deliver for Trick to become the inaugural NXT Cruiserweight champion. So if he can be that champ, he can be NXT champ. He just had a lot of bad luck in NXT Championship matches against the likes of Carmelo Hayes and Gunther. But today he's taking the fight to Keith Lee. Arm drag off the middle rope. Kick out immediately, however, by the number one contender. Lee not having any of it. Trick Williams not happy with that at all. Trick taking a fight to Lee. Going against the ropes and clothesline sends him to the outside of the ring. There goes Lee, packing the floor. Trick Williams. Look at that fly, massive splash to the outside, taking out Lee on the floor now. We already mentioned what's going down next week on NXT. Title Tuesday 2. Lee and Hayes for the NXT title. Stratton, Ripley, Valkyria for the NXT Women's title. Hurt Business taking on the D'Angelo family, of course, for the NXT Tag Team titles, and Austin Theory defending the NXT North American Championship as well. And an open challenge match, but Trick mowing down Keith Lee, 1 count only. Kick out by Keith Lee, all that, so much more coming up next week on NXT Title Tuesday 2. Next week on the White and Gold brand, but back and forth again, it's Keith Lee, it's Trick Williams, Lee again, flying in with that incredible crossbody, and Lee now going to send Trick to the outside of the ring, and Lee now looking to fly. Oh my baby, Tope Carnilo! Unbelievable scenes. Keith Lee now. Oh, wait a minute, he's going after Hayes! The Tope Carnilo Hayes now! One in and off. Do you want to Trick, then one a Melo, and he's going after the NXT champion. I mean, that serves him right. Melo's been trying to distract Lee several times in this matchup, aiding Trick to victory. But Trick headed up to the top rope, going to take out Keith Lee and save his tag partner and good friend, the NXT champ Carmelo Hayes, who gets back to a vertical base. Trick Williams now taking out Keith Lee and going to send Lee back into the squared circle. Picks him up to a vertical base. Here comes Trick. Cyclone kick by the former Cruiserweight champ. Cover on the former NXT champ. 2 count on Lee. Kick out. This one continues. Tomorrow, next edition of WWE going to be awesome as well, folks. You don't want to miss that. The NXT side of things, we'll see Santos Escobar going one-on-one with Lexis King. The first time we see Santos since failing to regain his Cruiserweight Championship against Dirty Dom. A number of weeks ago, he battles Lexis King tomorrow night on WWE from the NXT side of things on WWE right here live from Syracuse, New York. Is Trick takes the fight to Keith. Massive combination offense. Trick on fire tonight. Just showing off, taunting, showboating, full of himself, cocky, arrogant, but damn sure backs it up. Trick Williams showing out again. Also going down on dark tomorrow night. The Raw side of things, Buddy Matthews one-on-one with Angelo Dawkins, and finally the monster among men, Braun Strowman, the monster of all monsters, going to be taking on Finn Balor from the SmackDown side of things. Finn Balor's first episode of WWE Dark, his first appearance on Dark, coming tomorrow night. You don't want to miss. A second of the action is Trick there with a massive splash of the top rope, got a 2 count on the big bang Keith Lee. Bask in his glory, for he is limitless. But right now, Trick Williams showing how limited Keith Lee can be when getting his ass kicked. His Trick certainly in control, but not for long, because Keith Lee picks him up. Big bang catastrophe on Trick. That counter in already. Just like that. Cover leg hook shoulders down. 2 count on Trick. No, kick out. Man, what action. What action tonight there. As Keith Lee elbow drop right on the top of the head of Trick Williams. Matchup is winding down. How much of both these men got left, especially Trick Williams, as Keith Lee hit the big bang catastrophe, and now gonna hit him with a pounce, almost sending Trick Williams out of the ring. Keith Lee now shooting the half, hooking the leg, shoulders down, leg is hooked here. Got him, 2 count. No, man, oh man. Trick able to kick out, but he also grabbed the bottom rope before kicking out. Referee Rod's apparent didn't see it, which forced Trick to use his energy and kick out of the pinfall, and expiring energy, of course, may have allowed Keith Lee to get the upper hand in this contest. But Trick, big shots there on Keith Lee. Runs in, Trick shot! The biggest shot of the match by Trick. Trick shot connecting on Lee. In for the cover. Leg hook shoulders down. Big upset. Up in the number 1 contender with the title kick out. This one continues. Man, oh man. We're back live on NXT. Keith Lee looking to fly, take out everybody here, but Trick Williams moving out the way. And now Trick with an elbow dropping the outside on Keith Lee. He went for another tope. He's already hit 2 in this matchup against both Trick and Melo. But he tried to hit another one on both men. Couldn't get it there. As Trick Williams comes back into the ring. Oh, what's Trick got in mind now, though? Heading up to the tippy top rope. Keith Lee on the outside of the ring, looking to try and run away. He's able to do so. Let's look at this, going after Hayes again. Look at this, Keith Lee picking up at the outside. Big bang catastrophe on Carmelo Hayes. Oh man, but comes back in. Falls right into the next cyclone kick by Williams. Cover, trick for a massive upset. 2 count, no kick out. Keith Lee too caught up with going after the NXT champ Carmelo Hayes. You have to wait 1 week, Keith. You'll be facing Hayes for the title next week. Tonight your opponent is Trick Williams. You've got to keep your eyes on your opponent, Trick. Biggest Trick going to put him away right here. Swinging neck breaker by Williams. Cover. Leg hook, shoulders down. Massive winning coming perhaps. 2 count on Williams. No, Lee kicking it again. Oh, what action. Keith Lee taking it of everything as he so does. The inaugural NXT champion had an incredible reign. As champion, well, he held it all the way from stand and delivered to Great American Bash. With some incredible defenses against the likes of Damian Priest, Bronson Reed, and much more along the way. And right now, Keith Lee gonna send Trick Williams against the ropes. We saw this before, runs right through the clothesline and a pounce again. Once more, almost sending Trick straight to the outside of the ring. And they're setting him up now for the beginning of the end. Hooks him up here. This is the Spirit Bomb by Lee. Good night, Trick. Thanks for coming. Message sent to Carmelo Hayes with the NXT title match coming up next week on the White and Gold brand. Man, oh man, what action tonight on NXT from Syracuse, New York. What a matchup, incredible main event. Take nothing away from Trick Williams, but a great win for Keith Lee, who builds momentum and could very well become a 2-time NXT champion next week on NXT against the man he's already beaten in the past, Carmelo Hayes. What a matchup and what a show it's been, folks. That's all we have time for here tonight, live on NXT from Syracuse, New York. Thank you very much for joining us here tonight, folks. I very much appreciate it. And we'll see you tomorrow for another action-packed edition of WWE Dark. You don't want to miss it. And we'll see you then. Until then, though, guys, take care, take it easy. And we'll see you as soon as Keith Lee celebrates in triumph. We'll see you soon, folks.